And then up further. Up further. Up further. Up further. I think I could have gotten off on, like, that first one, considering the door was, like, blue instead of red. These ones are red, which I assume means that I can't get out. Yeah. So I could have gotten out there earlier, but no more here. Posted the 9-second skit and memes for you. He's a pretty prolific voice actor in the gaming industry. He has a YouTube that he does with skits he acts out with himself, too. Okay. Interesting. So what's going on here? Oh, yeah, I recognize this face. Yeah, I guess I just hadn't heard the name before, is what must have been the case.
What are you? Shut up. Oh, yeah.
Like, now I know who this is.
Get out of my house.
Smells like the ocean and skin.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah. Yeah, they got my reaction to, oh, him. Yeah, that's definitely a face I've seen around. So now I know who, oh. I guess I could go up here, like, just for fun, but I can't actually go out. Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can actually go. I can't interact. Man, I get up to floor 69, and, like, I'm let down with, like, nothing. All that anticipation. No. Alright, I'll just exit onto the one floor there. Imagine if there's, like, a boss that I have to clear on, like, every single floor to unlock the subsequent one or something. Recognize the face, too. Floor 69 is... What the hell? There is a box on the ground, and the box is now this? What? Watch this just turn out to be like a super boss or something. Uh-oh. Oh, bonk. He voiced a unicorn overlord? Oh? Which character? Ah. Slight ruddy nose. Oh, it wasn't even the box. Locked. It's just a general random encounter. Actually, voice acting in multiple games you've played. He's Will Butler in Detective Pikachu Returns. I have no idea who that is at this point. As if I remember the characters from that game. And Daros in Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't know who that is either. Great Sage Albion. Oh. Interesting. So, like, not really a figure, but, like, just one of the voices that you hear. I think that's the part where I was joking, where I was like, God, is that you? Or something. Can I talk with them? Like, it's a lounge floor. Above us are the special floors of the company bigwigs. Stuff working under someone. And where's you? Oh. Well, most people have to work under someone. I heard a ruckus downstairs a minute ago. Do you know what that was all about? No. No idea. But no need to worry because everything above the 60th floor is safe. Also a lot of filler NPC rules in that game. I believe it then. What's keeping her? Did she forget her keycard? Even employees can't access floors above the 60th without a keycard. So I need a keycard. It's telling me. But how exactly do I get a keycard? The hell are you? What are you doing around here? Oh, I see. You must be that, what you call it. Shinra Inc. Repair Division. You know, this building looks like it's starting to fall apart. This door was just pushed open. You ought to fix this right away. Oh, yeah, take a look at the other floors too. Here, take this. Received key item, keycard 62. So I assume that just lets me in on 62, not the later floors. So, like, I can double check here, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Keycard just for floor 62. Also did Holst, Sigiswald Goneril, and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say I actually do know who that is. Like, that looks like such a wacky combination of a name. He was mentioned a bunch in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, but never showed up. But he showed up in Fire Emblem Warriors. Did he have pink hair, or am I misremembering? He was in Stream 83, which was one of the few ones that I had to, like, manually upload to YouTube. Instead of just being able to export from Twitch. Since I specifically remember doing that and him being on the thumbnail. So I know he's on the thumbnail of Stream 83 of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Which is technically not actually Stream 83 of that game. I just continued the stream count from 3 houses because it's one continuous story, and I figured may as well. This is a scientific research library. Materials for the Urban Development Library, Peace/Weapon Development Library, Space Development Library are held in their respective libraries. 4. Report on high Mako levels and living beings. I don't know. 4. Ranks and extensive use of Mako weaponry. Okay, I don't care. Unless we get, like, some cool stuff like this is the friggin' Canalave Library. I'm not interested. How do you? How do you do? This is Midgar Mayor's office. Mayor Domino is in his office. I'm the deputy mayor. If you should have any questions, feel free to ask me. It was the president of the corporation that destroyed things, not a mayor, right? Let's see here. I don't know why, but I read that his whole Sigurd gonorrhea. Look at his IMDb, and it just goes on and on, huh? There's also Telebird and Carnivine in Pokemon Journeys, the series. Not sure how relevant that is, but it's a fact. Oh, and who might you be? Pizza Hut, here to enact vengeance on you for your name, because nobody out-pizzas the Hut. You must all be those... me? I'm Domino, the mayor of Midgar. Actually, I'm mayor in name only. The city and everything in it is really run by Shinra Inc. Only real job is watching over Shinra's documents. Me, the mayor, a librarian. Oh, you want to get upstairs? I tell you what, if you can guess the password, I'll give you my key card. What the hell? Yes, that's it. Guess the password and I'll give you my key card. And then solve this reCAPTCHA. Get it on the first try and I'll even throw in a special item. What? Got it? Then tell me. So what's the password? I want the special item, but I don't really want to search around here to find what it is. Alright, time to friggin' Cheaty Pete and Google it. Final Fantasy VII. What's the password? Just tell me. How do I solve the mayor's password? It's all it says. I've tried multiple hold on, what? Let's see here. Get out of... Shoe. Tried multiple times to understand the rundowns of the guides and the facts and the game hints to help someone. Not to discredit B. Taylor, but it's a much easier way to get the password without having to go through all that trouble. Walk up to the upper right room, Space Dev Research Library. Go to the middle shelf and check the book on the far left. There are 4 possibilities. Oh, so I guess it's different per playthrough. 2 economic reports, space dev program best. 1 report of failed space program is king. Breakdown of soldiers by members by class bomb. 10 new plans for urban planning is Mako. Whichever one you see on that shelf will determine your answer without having to deal with looking for the X letter from the X number. Just make sure you save in case you mess up. Otherwise, you can't get the elemental for getting it on your first try. So I guess this will just like identify what your RNG seed is and then these things. But like, I wonder how it's solved normally. Want to save the game before you proceed in case you go wrong. As you may know, there are 4 libraries, each containing a set of files that relate to a certain subject. The name of that subject is written on a plaque outside each library. There are 6 files in each library. However, 1 file in each library is not in the right place, meaning there are 4 files in total that are out of those places. It is those 4 you are looking for. Each file has a number and a short passage relating to the subject. When you find the ones that are out of place, use the number to count each letter in the passage until you reach the letter you need. Don't count the spaces. For example, 16 Modern History of Midgar Space Program Volume 1. You need the 16th letter of that passage, which is M. So I assume that'd be Midgar there. To get one of the 4 letters that make up that password. Remember, this one is just an example. It may not be one of the files that are out of place. Once you find all 4 misplaced files, you should now have 4 letters that match one of the passwords. All you have to do now is rearrange them. If you get it right first time, you'll get an elemental materia. What? Where can I save? I wonder. I wouldn't mind a materia. Can't go through that way. So, professional voice actors showing up in Nintendo games and TV shows, several animes, and some other major game release like Borderlands 3. Also, this guy makes a skit about sniffing beds in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Same dudo. Look, these guys are gone now. Oh, wait. Is there any way that I can go back and save somewhere? Because the things we're saying you should save just in case you get it wrong. He plays Sydney, some random punk opponent, and Pokemon Masters. He's a great filler cast because he has a wide range. Wouldn't be an old school RPG if the answer wasn't some random answer that you can get from either 10 hours exploring the whole ass place or looking for it on the internet. Yeah, it's pretty standard of a old school RPG. I don't see a save point. I wouldn't mind a materia. That would be nice, but I don't really see a way that I can save. Yeah, it's handy to have those kinds of people. I don't see a save point. So let's see here. I'll figure it out there. Scientific Research Library. So let's see here. Report on high Mako levels in living beings. Yeah, that sounds like scientific research. Ranks on extended use of Mako weaponry. That might not be Mako research. Mako energy and the rise of life forms. Okay, so 4. Ranks and extended use of Mako weaponry. So K, I guess. What is this music and why does it feel so oddly unsettling? I don't know. I'm gonna write down K. I'm just writing it down on like a notepad here. Okay. Shinra Inc. Urban Development Research Library. Okay, so this is urban development. Let's see here. Materials are non-circular and please not to convey materials from this floor. So urban development. Data on experimental animals living near Midgar. So it's probably that one. Reactor construction chart. Yeah, that sounds like urban development. New plans for urban planning. That was definitely urban development. It's gotta be this one is the odd one out. 6 data on experimental animals living near Midgar. So 6, that would be N. So K and N are my things right now. Let's see here. Use physical paper. It's worse for the environment. For, oh, gosh dang it. I need to check the stupid plaque. Shinra Inc. Peace Preservation / Weapon Development Research Library. Okay. So weapons and stuff, right? Economic Report, Anti-Shinra Activities. Okay, that's probably, maybe-ish. Heidegger's Shinra Peacekeeping Law. That is definitely meant to be here. Materia production and its military uses. Yeah, these are a bit more military than an economic report. Right. Probably. So 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I. Right? Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gotta be I. So K and I is what I have right now. So yeah, it has to be that. It's gonna spell knit. Is what I didn't check what this one was. If I was doing this as like a kid or something like that, this seems like a game that I could have potentially played as a kid, as like an early PC game along things like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like, this game is a couple of years older than me, but like, it's absolutely the kind of thing where it's like, if this was the kind of thing I was into as a kid, like, I could see myself having played this later down the line. And, if I got to this point, this is where I would probably, like, not get it. Well, I guess I would probably just, like, brute force going through all the different passwords until I got, like, it right. So this is space development. So I guess you can't just brute force your way, you just don't get the materia. It's gonna spell knife. I'm only gonna get 4 letters, I think. Shinra rocket space travel, that is definitely space stuff. Results of failed space mission, yeah, 79. Definitely not that. Diminishing Mako energy and planet movements. And planet movements, that you could argue has to do with space. But I presume that means like this planet, not other ones. So like these ones relate a lot more. So 15 is T, don't even need to count it. I can't move my mouse cursor. Definitely not. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is O, apparently. So K, N, I, O are apparently the letters I'm working with. Am I dumb? I must be dumb, because, like, the 4 possibilities would be, wait. Walk up to the upper right room, Space Development Research Library, go to the middle shelf and check the book on the far left. There are 4 possibilities. The book on the far left? What do you mean? Was there, like, multiple ones here? Far left, diminishing Mako energy, planet movements. What do you mean, far left? The hell do you mean? So, like, it's gotta be this. How did I screw up the G? So it was 6? Hold on. Wait. That'd be R, but it's not that one. This would be A. And then this one that I figured it was. But that's definitely 15. Am I dumb here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is G. 12, 13, 14, 15, I would think it'd be O. What the heck does it mean here? Walk up to the upper right room, Space Development Research Library. Go to the middle shelf. Okay, the middle shelf. Check the book on the far left. Is there a difference? Hold on. Oh, there's multiple books! Oh, freaking... Midgar City map. Yeah, that definitely changes things. Yeah, that definitely makes it a G. Alright, I'm making a new line here. Because, yeah, I was about to say that other one definitely... Well, I accidentally pasted my going live notification. No, just G. Yeah. So that's... We definitely have G here. Because, yeah, Midgar City map, sectors 0 to 4. That definitely has nothing to do with space. Because there were some here that was like, which one is the least related? Because you could argue that that's, like, space stuff. Like, I was thinking that sounded like it could be the Space Research Division. It wasn't Kino. The developers weren't a fan of Black Ops Zombies 10 years before it came out. I guess that's one of the terms with that. Here, let me check this again. Peace Preservation Weapon Development Research Library, because all the ones that I read seem like they could be under that. Economic Report Anti-Shinra Activities. Yeah, like that would have to do with like the military and their military stuff. Plan for new land weapons. Okay, so each one has a left and a right. I didn't realize that. Peacekeeping law. Breakdown of soldier members by class. Material production and its military uses. Modern History of Midgar Space Program Volume 2. Okay, it's gotta be this one then. So 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's gotta be I, but we're gonna double check it just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's gotta be I. Alright, so we have G and I right now. Really wanted to play OG Final Fantasy VII before playing Remake, but I shelved it like 11 hours in for a lot of reasons. I don't blame you. Like, there are things that I'm enjoying about this game, but you have to be someone like me that, like, you know, is willing to put up with a lot of this kind of craziness sometimes, you know. Like, it is very much of the times. And I do kind of like playing and experiencing it from that sense and, like, putting it into the context of the times. But as a game to just, like, play for fun, like, to modern standards, it's not the kind of thing that a lot of people would probably do. Space Force is a branch of military, though, is it? I also hope things are going well today, False Souls. My god, it was only 13 years between Final Fantasy VII and COD Black Ops. We are further away from Black Ops today than Black Ops of Final Fantasy VII's launch. Technology is definitely dealing with diminishing returns, huh? Urban Development Research Library. Experimental animals living near Midgar. It has to be that one anyway. Midgar city map. Reactor construction chart. Problems with plate construction in Midgar. New plans for urban planning. An illustrated guide to city planning. Yeah, so I had it right the first time here anyway. So 6. Yeah, that is N. So yeah, the last one's gotta be K, right? And it's gonna be King here. But yeah. Let's see here. It's kind of like playing PMD. Like, the first playthrough is nice, but once you know how to cheese, you can see how many holes the Swiss cheese has. With PMD 2 there, yeah. Only had a Switch controller, and the constant, like, mini games that make you do it, especially with the non-magic controls, blows. Oh, doing, like, squats and stuff. File on Dr. Gas Biologist. Hold on. What was this again? Scientific research. But yeah. The upside of being a content creator, you put up with more stuff than the average player would. Is that an upside? Because if I'm putting up with more stuff, then yes, I get that experience, and then I get to talk about, like, hey, this is an experience I had. This is what Final Fantasy VII was like, or, you know, whatever other game here. Yeah, double-edged sword. But if I was just playing casually, like, and I just wanted, like, the highest entertainment value I could get, as a casual player, I'd probably be like, you know, I'm not playing this. I'm just gonna look up a video that, like, a YouTube video that gives me a summary of Final Fantasy VII, or watch someone else's playthrough. I'm just gonna go right to Remake, is what I would probably do as, like, a casual player. Mecha Energy and the Rise of Life Forms. File on Dr. Gas Biologist. That's probably with scientific research. The Ancients in History. Would that be scientific research? That'd be more of a historical thing. Extended use of Mako weaponry. Report on high Mako levels in living beings. Final evolutionary stages. So it's probably this, right? But 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That'd be H. So I have G-I-N-H. That, I would imagine it would have to be king, though, right? If I for sure have I-N-G. Following Dr. Gas Biologist. Where would I get a K from here again? That was ranks. Oh yeah, ranks and extended use of Mako weaponry. That's where I got. Yeah, that is more out of place. If that's a weaponry kind of thing. Yeah, so that's definitely K. So with ING and K, it has got to be king, right? But yeah. Yeah, it's so annoying to deal with. Like, why won't the JRPG just let me do the JRPG stuff? Yeah, I get that feel. I've definitely gotten that kind of feel from games I've played on this channel, like Final Fantasy VII, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Symphonia, some ones where it's just like, oh my god, what do I do here? Why is this some crazy convoluted thingamabob? But yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of change to the industry over time. Like, I feel like this was still kind of like the era where we're doing like some kind of convoluted and crazy stuff sometimes. I feel like the early to mid 2010s, or maybe like mid 2000s to mid 2010s, was kind of like what I consider, in my opinion, kind of like a gaming golden age of sorts. So like, we're kind of past the make stuff super convoluted all the time kind of stuff that some games would do. And we're kind of in the just core, let's make a really cool gameplay experience, and we're before the point of let's just ship it now, let's fix it later, let's just go like full in on whatever monetization practices we can, you know? Got it? Then tell me, what's the password? It's gotta be king, right? King! God, I love the sound of that! King! President Shinra sucks. I should be king of Midgar. Well, okay. Here, take it. Yeah, I got it. Keycard 65? I never thought you'd get it on the first try. Just goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover. Oh well, a promise is a promise. Take this too. I got elemental materia. Watch this be like some useless piece of crap. Why would I do something like this, you ask? Revenge, of course. Shinra's been torturing me forever. That's why I was a little rough on you all just now. Now go up there and really make them suffer. This ought to teach them. Wow, so this guy's basically like a puppet leader slash figurehead kind of leader when he's not really in charge. And so to get revenge on the higher ups, he's just letting terrorists into the organization to wreak havoc on the upper floors and potentially kill people. But yeah, poor hardcore Final Fantasy fans who found this playlist got excited for a new blind playthrough, then had to listen to it talk about the geometry of skirts and it talk about Pokemon, and then bits like this where I might be bashing the game a little bit. Like, sort of a kind of cool puzzle, but without, like, hints to go on, without the internet telling me the rules. There's no shot I would have ever figured out the rules. Like, there's no way. Like, if the president there gave, like, a little bit of a hint, then maybe I would have been able to figure it out. But, man. So I got 65, right? But yeah, 7th generation of consoles is easily the best one, IMO. Which one was the 7th gen again? I feel like they put all this stuff in for the sake of more content or to show off 3D, maybe. I mean, it's also just, like, a typical, like, older RPG kind of thing to be filling it with, like, a whole bunch of, like, other side stuff that you're doing. This looks like I'm entering, like, a mix of a evil Pokemon villain lair where you fight them in their HQ and like the friggin' TARDIS or something. It's only generation with more than 2 competitors, and at the same time they were all firing on all cylinders. Xbox 360, PS3, PSP, Wii, DS, and every console during this 7th generation slapped. Yeah, those are some pretty good consoles there. Model of Midgar, a city born from the Earth's Mako. Yeah, countless people got that without internet help. Maybe not getting the materia, because you could just brute force selecting all the different options. It's not like the game asked you to, like, type in the password. Like, that would have stumped a lot more people if it asked you to type in the password, but, you know, at least it does give you the option to brute force it if you want. Let's see here. Adds materia, element to equipped weapon or armor. Elemental. What does that mean? Like, would I get, like, some extra damage or something like that? If it's like an elemental thing. What's the ability list? Elemental. Like what is that? I don't know, let's put it on. My sword is elemental now or something. Do you want cure, Barrett? Or restore, whatever the heck? There's something here. Wait a second. I have, I don't know if my microphone picked up my dad sneezing there. Sure, let me sense and steal. I don't know. I don't know here. Wait, there weren't hints in the small book that came with the disc, so maybe there'd be something like that. There might well be. I mean, it's possible, but a lot of games want you to buy magazines. That's true, too. With these old games like these, they made puzzles vague on purpose that you would buy a magazine with a guide printed in it. Yeah, that could be true, too. Like, there's a lot of things that would be revealed by things like Nintendo Power, for example. Like, the first Legend of Zelda game, as an example there. I guess maybe I need a key to start unlocking chests around here. Final Fantasy VII is a great story, so I've heard. The gameplay is good, but it constantly makes me have to do, like, a jumping minigame, then 5 minutes later do another one, which is my real issue. And then it's kind of difficult to tell what's where, depending on what kind of jumping minigame we're talking about, with the way the environments look. Okay, look how many options Cloud has. Basically, your regular attack can now be fire slash ice slash lightning, but only if you get them in, only if you put them in linked slots. I don't even know what a linked slot is. I love how these guys explode. Oh god, I remember when I first got into Pokemon with Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Bought a big guidebook that I still have. You want to see a big-ass guidebook? You want to see the Pokemon Platinum one? I have it right here. Wow. I literally have right on this shelf my Pokemon Platinum guidebook. Here it is. Look how thick this thing is. In full color here. I did use this thing as reference during my, you have that too? I did use this as a reference during my Pokemon Platinum playthrough on the channel, and as I found out when I was getting lost in Mount Coronet, the Mount Coronet layout in this book is wrong. They did it right in the Diamond and Pearl one. The Diamond and Pearl one actually lays it out right. This is a significantly less thick book here. Like a lot of Pokedex and like a bunch of game guide kind of stuff. This has clearly seen, you know, some use. It's clearly rather worn. Whoa. I forgot I was like recording stuff with that earlier. If I turn that off and like this on. Nope, wrong one then. This one on. I maybe turn off my light there. You can't see anything. Man, light off. I've had this book for a while. It's kind of the case. It's a little worn, evidently. Yeah. So, there's that. Let me switch back to Final Fantasy VII here. Is what I do. So, I had to use this to help me through Mount Coronet when I was, like, playing Pokemon Platinum on the channel here. Because, turns out, the guidebook for Pokemon Platinum actually lists things wrong. It lists, like, some entrances to other entrances that aren't right. What the heck is this on my shelf? A twist tie was in there. Alright, I'll use that for something else another time. And I also got a black and white one, and that was the last Pokemon guidebook that I got. This one is in a lot better condition. And, yeah, this one's a lot thinner than, like, the Pokemon Platinum one. I never got one for, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If I ever saw one, like, I would gladly pick one up if it wasn't, like, you know, the cost of an arm and a leg or something like that. I didn't use the black and white one as much as the other ones. Like, I did a little bit. But I do remember, like, going through step by step. This is how you go through, like, the whole game and all that. But I remember my first ever mainline Pokemon games of Diamond and Pearl. I was very much playing it according to the guidebook. So that and this definitely helped me a whole lot. These things here. Somewhere around here, I also have a guidebook for Fire Red and Leaf Green that my cousins gave me a while back. Was the case. Put that back on there. Wow. Stuff back on my shelves. Minimize the light app thingamabob on my phone. But yeah. Your sword has a linked slot, but the armor you have doesn't if you take a look at it. So... So what that means is, like, the two slots are linked like that. Does the order here matter? Does it mean that, like, my sword now has the lightning thing? Would I have to, like, do elemental first and then the element? And then it, adds material element to equip weapon or armor. Do I now have, like, the lightning effect with my basic attack? But yeah, let's see here. Remember when I was playing Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver? I would use websites to look for references. Fair enough. About the exact same guidebook from Zellers. Remember when Zellers existed? I've never actually heard of Zellers before. I'm sorry to say. But I don't know if there's like an order that I need to put them or something. Or if there's something I'm missing. I'm kind of lost here. Like, what? I assume this is the important room to be in. Found a guidebook for Mario Kart 7 a year or two ago. Thought it was so funny a guidebook exists for Mario Kart 7. So, of course, I purchased it. Yeah, what does it guide you on? How to unlock Waluigi? Your weapon has a bit connecting the two slots while the armor is completely separate. Yeah, I noticed the difference there. I was just talking about that. I was talking about, like, does the order matter then? Because I see how there's, like, the 3 lines connecting them. But I don't know if, like, the order matters or if this is even the right thing or if I need, like, a different thing or what it is. So those got replaced in, like, 2013 by Target, which promptly left Canada 6 months later. I do remember there being a Target near where I live. Very briefly there. I do remember that. Don't believe so that lightning would work, or don't believe so that the order matters. It makes you feel like better Target's not that good. I'm looking back at this video. I'm going to close that notepad that I made now because I don't need it anymore. I'm looking back at the thing here. Alright, so... Oh, so they probably just took, like, the other approach, I think. Where they go right up, right? Yeah, so they get to this bit. Let me, skip past here. As long as the element is connected to the elemental. So, I assume lightning counts as an element there. Remember Bonnie Doon having a target? Oh, that solo was trashed. Wait, that's 63. Wait, so they get off on 63. Wait, where did they get 63? Because I got the card for 65. I don't remember getting the card for 63. Unless Mr. Guy gave me the, card for 63 as well. What the hell? What? Okay, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be on 65. I swear I got the card for 65. Maybe 65 gives me access to 65 and the floors below 65? I thought it was just like a per floor thing. That's what I thought it was.